Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you. We've got some absolutely amazing producer behind the scenes, Mr. Dave. Thank you very much for bringing me in now for the 50th time. Can you believe that? 50. Oh my goodness me. I am so excited to be here. You are tuning in live. You are live with me here on the ASPA Radio Network, Ivana Psychic Radio and Moonstrike TV. And I'm your host, Zsuzsanna Hörcsög. I'm a medium. And I'm coming to you live from the UK. It is actually a bit windy outside, so you might hear a little, not storm, but some kind of wind happening outside. So here we go. It's good to be here. And then I just needed to tell you that is the 50th show. And then you see this time I don't have balloons or a balloon like I had when it was my 10th show or anything like that. But I feel it just such it's very, very exciting. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I'm feeling very, very honored and very, very blessed and very, very, it always comes with this childlike energy, it's very playful and it's very, very special. That time when I can be here with you on Tuesdays, it's always very, very special. So I'm just thanking you for being here for 50 episodes on this network, and maybe have many, many 50 episodes on this network. And I know I don't sound like a 50th episode, and most certainly I don't look like a 50th episode here. So here we go. I just had to share this with you. So here we go. Now, I am very, very excited. I know it's February, but for some reason this month every time when I'm talking about or doing readings or bring a card, especially on my Facebook page, if you go there, Zsuzsanna Medium, I just feel like saying it's March, but okay, so it's February 2022 here. So this episode, I'm going to take two callers, two lovely, lovely people joining us here. But before that, while we are waiting for this lovely souls to join us, I want to go back to my last week's show. Last week, when I know I started talking about the questions we ask, but I know I ended up somewhere else, talking about something else. But I feel it's important to go back to this little topic, so the questions we ask. So what kind of questions am I talking about? I am talking about the questions we ask when we meet or when we talk to a psychic and medium. Right now, I want to focus on the questions we ask from a psychic, not the medium. It's a little bit different, but I want to go with the psychic. So just think about if right now, this was your moment to ask only one question from a psychic, what would be your question? Just quickly think about it, say it out loud. You don't even have to write it down. Just breathe into it and then just say, what is the one question you would ask from a psychic? Okay, let it go. Next one, breathe. Why would you ask that question from a psychic? Just say immediately what is coming to you. Why would you ask that question from a psychic? Okay, you said it, you let it go. Now the last question, my last question to you. What would your life be any different, or would your life be any different if you knew the answer to that question? Okay, so finally, would your life be any different? Would you make any change if you knew the answer to that question? Okay, say it out, let it go. Now, let's go back to the beginning, because I know I said I give you one question, one turn, but then let's have another one, okay? So without thinking, without meditating, without tuning in, without any sage burning or anything like that, okay? What is the one question, and I think about another one, okay? What is another one question you would ask from a psychic? Okay, say it out. Okay, let it go. Okay, why would you ask that question from the psychic? Because, and then you say it out loud. Okay, and you let it go. Wonderful, you are doing very well there, out there, I know. And the last question of mine, what would your life be any different if you knew the answer to that question? Say it out loud, and then let it go. And then breathe. Now, Now, right now, I cannot check your answers, with you out there, but just do a little reflection while I continue talking here. Because if you were around me in a circle, in a group, in front of me in the audience, actually, I might use this question, I might use this idea for one of the shows or one of the talks coming up on my schedule here. So I cannot check your answer, whether your answer is correct or not correct. And of course it is correct, because that is what came up for you immediately. But while I'm really drawn to talking about this just very, very briefly today, because the people, you as clients, anybody out there, lovely ones, or even myself, when I have a reading, I'm just checking in what kind of questions I am asking, or why do I want to know the answer? Where would it lead me? So just consider, check your question. What was your first question? What kind of question would you ask from a psychic? And is it really a question about you, or a question about something or somebody out there, another person, a situation, a work colleague, your child, your students, your own parents, your anything out there, a person, a situation, or anything out there? So just check your answer. Look at it. Were you asking about something outside of you, or were you asking something about yourself? And check, do the same work with your second conversation, with your second question. Were you asking about somebody outside of you, or you were asking a question about yourself? Okay, then check it, let it go, and then just see where this conversation is going. Because if your question was about somebody or something outside of you, very fair, we want to know what is happening with that person or the situation, and then how my life would be impacted by their action and thoughts and all the various things. So that is one thing. Of course, we want to know, but why do we want to know that? Is it because we are feeling fearful? Is it because we are feeling attached to the person or the situation, and then we need to know the answer about the other person and the situation? Or what is the emotion? What are you experiencing right now when you are asking that question? What is really the reason behind the question? So just reflect, and when you get the answer, why do I want to know that? And then reflect, and then go back, take one step back. Why do I really want to know that? And then just sit with your own answer, because that answer is going to come to you. And then immediately when you get it, then the whole conversation, your whole question will have a different meaning, because you want to know what is happening with the other person. How would my life be affected by, maybe I'm asking about a relationship and I'm feeling really fearful about losing that person. What would happen to me? I would feel by myself. What would happen to me? Then probably I would feel lost. Would I feel really lost? Maybe not, because then at that point you find all your resources and you save yourself. You are not going to drown in the water or whatever thunder of life around you. So if this is a question, just reflect on that. And then the other group, if your question was about yourself, yes, it's very exciting, because we are reflecting what is happening with me, that like a question, what is my soul calling, what is my reason to be here? These are really, really good questions, meaningful in a different way, but it really shows that actually I'm starting my whole world from myself, and then I want to know the answer for myself, and then I'm asking for guidance for myself. And then once I'm finding the answer, even from somebody else like a psychic or a medium, and or I'm finding the answer within myself, then it means all the other questions related to a person, a lover, a child, a parent, a situation, a work, a cause, or whatever you are doing, your future out there will have a different resonance, will have a different meaning, So when you are asking a question, just reflect, what kind of question? Why do I want to know that? Maybe you can find the answer within yourself, and then I bet that you will be able to find the answer within yourself. A very quick, it might take us or take you a year, a few years. It took me a few years to get to that point to realize is meditation. So I'm not going to talk about meditation practice, because that could be another show, another time. but I felt it was important to talk about the question, the types of questions we are asking. So here we go. Breathe and let it go, because I'm going to go for my first caller. And let's see what kind of questions she has. We have Susan in Bedford, England, UK. So Susan, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Lovely to have you here. Bedford, England. So I hope it's nice, and I'm not saying it's nice and sunny because it's evening time for you as well. So how can I help you today?
I'd just like to ask what will happen to me within the next 12 months.
Okay, so what is going to happen to you in the next 12 months? Okay, so immediately while I'm listening to you, good question. Okay, a lot of us are asking this kind of question, especially now at the beginning of the year. We want to see the whole year spanning out as smoothly as possible. So very fair, you are asking this question. Now, immediately while I'm saying this in front of me, I'm seeing every month or every 2 months, I'm seeing barriers, and then whether those barriers are real barriers or you feel that they are in front of me, we need to acknowledge them. And while I'm focusing on the ones in front of me next month and 2 months time and 3 months time, what Spirit says that you know very well that you do not need those barriers in front of you. They are giving you strength because we need to put them to the side one by one. And while I'm doing this, if you can see me one by one to the side, it feels that people in your life, whether family members or people who are very, very close to you, they are standing in front of you. And, you want to get on with your things. You want to get on with your life, but then their conversations are always, creeping in front of me, as if, I want to get on with things, but they are here and one more question. And I'm pausing myself. You pause yourself from really focusing on what is really important for you, because the attention is given to one person and then the next situation and then the next person. Would you understand that? Because I feel that has been the energy even before. Can you take that, please? Susan?
I'm sitting.
Does it resonate with you? Does it resonate with you? If you can hear me, that, when I want to get on with things, I feel the last 3 years, this has been a pattern that I want to get on with things, but then I'm getting sidetracked. And then you give the energy to a person to give an answer. And it feels like my time and my energy is dissolving, and by the time you get to what you want to do and where you want to focus upon, I just don't have the time and don't have the energy. I'm feeling out of breath at the same time. Can you take that, please?
Okay.
Yes, can you take that, please? Can you take that, please? Okay, so I will just keep talking, and we can catch up after that. You can find me on my Facebook page, Zsuzsanna Medium, or you can send me an email to hello@zsuzannamedium.com, and I'm very happy to catch up with you. But I want to make sure that there is a message and meaning to you. So what Spirit says that how you know yourself, that I'm giving away my energy for those people who are very able to do things by themselves and for themselves. Just watch those energies, because we need to raise the level and need to look further, a little bit further. Now, I feel, if you understand, I'm feeling a little bit scattered with the energy, because now Spirit is taking me to August, where I feel I'm going to, for some reason, I'm feeling I'm traveling, I know it's very, very general, but it feels that it is important that you take that journey. I feel that you will be going to a place where you were born or you belong to, and then I need to do that journey because of a family situation, and then it's going to be healing, and then a healing is coming to the family right now. And maybe it is not a coincidence why I needed to acknowledge the people in front of me, family members, even younger ones, that they are able to sort themselves out, because it feels that within the family, the energy is going into all different directions, and at the same time, because I'm feeling I need to cough, I need to bring that energy up from my chest. And actually, you need to finally say what you really think and how you really feel, as opposed to just taking it in with yourself. Now, I don't want to put anybody in spirit, but I feel a mother and grandmother energy, grandmother on your mother's side. And then I feel that both of them are very, very close, very, very similar energies, very, very hardworking people. I feel that the grandmother, your maternal grandmother, is a person who is more outspoken, to the point, stand tall, do this, do that, and then, organizing things. Whereas your mom feels a little bit quieter, and then she would give you the emotional support, but then we need to know that both of them are very, very close to us. So I cannot hear you to confirm, whether you understand this information or not. I also need to give you 1945, 1947 from your grandmother's side, and I need to also go back to the beginning of February, the 1st and the 2nd of February, where we had a birthday passing or celebration, if you understand that. And then they are also talking about making the fire, making the fire. And it's not that we had a fire, but they are giving you that power to make the fire, keep the fire together for the family. Because even if you feel that people are mistangling and all different situations and pulling into different directions, you are the one who can bring them together around the fire, if you understand that. And it's healing, but you need to do your own healing, because you need to sort out the energies around us, in front of us. In fact, Spirit really wants you to focus on how you are moving on forward. They are covering your ears, because we do not need to hear the conversations, even from family members, unnecessarily criticizing, and we need to let it go. Just cover your ear and just focus on where you need to go. I feel that around September and October, there's a space of change in your personal energy, that you are really embarking on something which is really important for you. It feels like a little baby energy. It's not like we will have a little baby, but it feels that, finally I am settling down and I'm really going after what is really important for me, The Spirit is not going to take away that situation from you. You need to experience that, So, Susan, although I could not hear you, and, whatever could have been said here in that sense, but feel free to send me an email, because I would like to hear from you whether it resonated with you. Also, they are giving healing on your knees. I need to acknowledge your right knee, and then both of the foot, how you are standing, giving healing to that as well. So, Susan from Bedford, England, thanks very much for being here. This is one of the energies when we are just keeping my fingers crossed that I will hear from you, and then I will know for Spirit that you have received this message. So I am going to go for my second caller, who is Debbie in Dover, Delaware, USA. Is ready. So, Debbie, how are you?
I'm okay, somewhat. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm very well, thank you. It's good to have you here. So, how can I help you today?
So, my ex-husband passed away 2 weeks ago on Thursday. About the time we were reconnecting, knew him for 42 years of my life. Was married to him for 28 years. And last July, he called me, and we were starting to reconnect again.
Oh, bless
they
you.
Found him last Thursday. So.
Oh, bless you. I'm really sorry to hear that, because it feels sudden, and then it feels very, very, it feels like the energies are all over the place. I just want to clarify if I heard it clearly. Is it your partner you were talking about?
He was my ex-husband, but we always seemed to find our way back to each other.
Okay.
We reconnected in July. We really, I don't know, I feel like he was my everything. I don't feel like life is going to be the same without him. I just want to know that he was okay, that he didn't suffer.
Bless you. What I am immediately hearing is, how you reconnected last year in July, and it's just so beautiful how the energies work out when souls feel that there is something in the air, and then some like suddenly, or we just meet, and then we can have that opportunity to reconnect with people. Now with this friend, I feel that he wants you to remember that time, and then not just the time what you spent in the last few months together, but then what was before. Now, Debbie, I do not know whether you can see me, whether you are watching or listening, but if you can see me, would you understand your friend doing this with his fingers, because my palm is open, my fingers are open, and then they are touching each other just only on the top of the finger. Can you see me, or would you understand that, please?
I understand.
You do, because it feels that, while I'm doing is, he wants to be serious, but then he is having a laugh, he's having a laugh that how he wants to express something, If you understand the sense of humor and the timing of his sense of humor was just absolutely remarkable. Would you understand that, please?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's just how he was.
Bless you, thank you. Because what he's showing me that he wants to be very delicate, very delicate. I need to speak from the top of my lung, as if I am whispering to you. That is his energy. But at the same time, he's saying, very well that we could have a good laugh, And then in that sense that he knows that he wants to keep himself a little bit back, But then he's acknowledging that energy, and then you understand that. Would you also understand that as if I have like a little breathing problem here, because that is what he's making me breathe, like I take one breath and then I say one word. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Because what he's saying is, whether you had the chance to talk to him before he passed or not, but he made the effort and he wanted to make the effort. And then what he's saying, that he's very grateful that you made the effort, and then you were the quicker, in this context, how we speak now. But he wants you to know that he made the effort. And even when he experienced that breathing problem, I feel that it was also related to his heart. But then he was, would you understand that he had that awareness to talk to his own body, like strong body awareness, that I'm able to talk to my organs, Would you understand that, please?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, thank you. Because it feels that at the time when he was feeling the physical discomfort, he was going for his heart. Because even when I'm feeling the breathing difficulties, I need to talk to my heart, because I know I need to be strong. I feel that whether he was very an athletic or strong, but I feel that was important as well. I'm not feeling very old with this guy. I feel that all love and youth, youth. And then I feel, if you understand that he was joking about the skin tone he had, and then how much, like as if I put something on my face to make myself even look younger. Would you understand that? But jokingly, because I feel that the different marks on his face, he's acknowledging those because they were part of him. Would you understand that, please?
I do.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yes.
Did I don't know how to word it. Did he still love me like he did?
I feel that, what he's saying, that the love, what he's showing me is even greater than the love he has ever given you. He wants me to tell you that the love he's showing from my own physical body, my own resources here, is coming from my back through my heart, and then it is as if a torch is being lit. But then you need to know that it is even greater than that. He's showing it as a light, like white light and golden light. And then he's joking again, because he's saying that don't be scared of that. Even if you feel that energy coming, he's giving you a healing, healing energy and healing power. And what he's saying, that you are able to talk to me with your own healing, or through your own healing. What he's saying is that embrace that healing energy, what you have, and then a healing power you have, because he wants to come forward and he wants to help you with you doing your or experiencing your own healing and helping other people as well. He says, there are stages in this development when things are not as easy as you might think, but then he's going to be there to help you. And even if you can see me with his hands, he's showing me that, it's there and it's all okay, and it's all okay. His energy, it feels that physically he's really making an effort, that he is showing his strength in his physical body, because that is what he wants you to experience as well. Would you understand when he gave you a hug, it feels like as if I'm hugging on one side, as if I'm dancing, it feels like a hug could turn into a dance, and then what he's saying that, oh, go girl, let your hair down, and then he's spinning you around, so understanding that physical frequency, what you feel in your body, in your physical body, because this is very down to earth energy, but then he's coming forward to lift you up and inviting you to dance. And you see, it is what he's showing me is a chalice, and I'm pouring the water out. And then he says that, that light and that blessing and that love, what I'm bringing forward is there for you all the time. It's like, this thing is turning into a shower, or turning into that I want to touch my head. I feel that he's referring to some kind of joke. Would you understand that once he put a spider on your head, or made you feel that there's a spider on your head?
Yes.
Yeah,
thank you. Terribly.
Yeah, thank you. Because then he says that, I'm touching your head, and then you need to feel that I am this close to you, I feel that towards the end, I feel that my jaw is not working and I cannot really speak, but then his mind was there until the very moment, and then it was just shining, and he's giving you that big hug, and then he says, once we finish this conversation, because our time is up in a minute, that he's asking you, you put our favorite song on, and then wipe your face, and then just relax and dance into that, because I'm going to be there to catch you and dance with you, He's also with white flowers and giving you a massive, massive big hug, with a healing hug, So Debbie, thank you very much for joining me. Feel free to send an email, and I'm very happy to talk to you off camera here, and I'm sending you love and prayers, So thanks very much for being here. You are very, very strong. He's helping you with that light. So my lovely friends who joined in today watching me, Zsuzsanna Hörcsög, a medium from the UK, Zsuzsanna Medium Show. Thanks for being here. Come back next week. I will be here at the same time, everything is the same. Come back to my Facebook page, Zsuzsanna Medium. I'm always there to do something. So here we go. Sending you lots of love, many, many blessings, and see you next week. Thanks very much. Thanks. Bye.